Good afternoon, YouTube. It is Wally here with Swamp Fox Adventures, and I'm going to show you what I got going on behind me. These are all the air guns. Actually, everything on this table right now are AEAs. And what I'm in the process of doing is weeding through all of my air guns. And I can't tell y'all how much my wife loves it when I completely monopolize the dang dining room table. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to limit myself to a couple of very, very objectively thought out, specific, purpose-intended air rifles. And not just for this particular hunting trip, but in general. I've just got way too many. Okay, I am going to be bringing two of the AEA HPs. One in 25, or I'm sorry, one in 22, and one in 30. And that is because I call them basically backpack guns. I can get these into a backpack as I'm fishing. And so there's a lot of hunting opportunities that I find, stumble upon, and know about and go back to. And a lot of times they're in urban, suburban areas. And this is a great way to get a gun in and out of hunting spots without drawing a lot of attention. Now, the 30 cal, it's a little bit more specifically objective driven. And I'm going with the 30 cal because I want something for Egyptian geese. I want something that has a lot more foot-pounds of energy than the 22. And I bought this one used at a really reasonable price on Airgun Nation Classifieds. I've got one of the older 30 cal, not 25-30, but the actual 30 cal DonnyFL TANTO. And this folds up just like that into a nice little compact size. And these 30 cals really pack a wallop as far as foot-pounds energy. And I'm sure it's going to be spectacular on Egyptian geese. Now, I've been shooting pellets, JSB exacts, but I have yet to try slugs. These are the FX hybrid slugs, which perform pretty good in most of my other guns. So we're going to see how they do on this. One thing I want to make mention of, because I'm sure y'all are curious, are these. And what these are protective sleeves. They are 3D printed out of a rather pliable material, and they slip right on any of your DonnyFLs. You order them specific by brand or by model, whether it's the Tatsu, the Ronin, the Koi, whatever. These are manufactured by a person on eBay, and their eBay store is called F3D-Printing. They make bottle covers, they make these, they slide on and off, really, really easy, and as far as I'm concerned, it beats the hell out of a bunch of orange duct tape on the end of your $100 to $250 moderator. So if y'all want to pick up any of their protective sleeves, you can find them on eBay, and they're really reasonably priced. With shipping and everything, they're right around $12, which is not a bad investment at all to protect, like I said, $100 to $200, almost $300 moderator. Plus, when you're hunting in urban and suburban environments, even if you have a gun in a case, you get pulled over, whatever, that orange mark on the muzzle really, really helps with liability. You never want to open yourself up to liability. You want to minimize liability as much as you possibly can. And it takes a nanosecond to slide on a moderator protective cover that is going to protect your moderator, and it's going to protect you. So if any of y'all are doing urban, suburban hunting with air rifles, I suggest you use one of the covers. You can still see all of the ice from last night. Everything is frozen, and this doesn't happen in the low country. Everything comes to a grinding halt. So Laura and I are going to stay home today, and we're going to work on some of those air guns. Now, the two first ones I showed you, the backpack guns, I'm not 100% set on taking the 22 because I generally carry a little P-rod with a backpacker stock in our backpack. It's super quiet. I think it's shooting at what I got it tuned at in 22, right about 675 feet per second, which is plenty for the work that I am doing with it. And I'm really drawn to the AEAs because you don't have to pull out two pieces and pop the backpack stock on. You just pull the thing out, and that folding stock doesn't automatically, you just tilt it a little bit and the thing comes folding right out, locks in place. It's nice and rigid. Now, with the backpack stock, between the frame and the stock itself, there is a little bit of play. I've never cared for that. That is completely remedied with the folding stock system on the AEA HP series. I'm definitely taking the AEA HP 30 cal because that is just going to be bad medicine on Egyptian geese. I've got a lot of confidence in that. I knew what foot-pounds it was shooting at, and once I started cycling it and hitting some of the silhouettes and just, you know, when you get that real audible thwack of that slug hitting target, making impact from a fully shrouded, moderated air rifle, I mean, that really sends a message. And as soon as I started hearing that thing hitting the backstop, the only thing going through my mind was just Egyptian geese. So I'm really excited. That one's definitely going to be a keeper on this next trip. And I'm not sure about the 22. I might end up using the P-rod again. I'm not sure. But I'm going to feed some tortoises, make sure everyone's bundled up and staying warm in their heated house. And then I'm going to get back and start fiddling with air guns again. That's an icicle on my fishing rod holder. That's what low country nightmares are made out of. I am so super ADD that my videos are always just like bouncing all over the place. So I'm going to try to keep this one pretty short. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on that 30 caliber AEA HP. And I'm going to go over why I have the scope on it, why I have it set up the way I do, so on and so forth. And that's going to be pretty much the content of this video. Okay, I wanted to touch base on the 30 cal AEA HP Plus. First of all, I would not even be messing around with AEA had it not been for Ben up at the pellet shop. And Pyramid Air, Airgun Depot, get your game together. My man Ben up at the pellet shop's making it rain Slim Jims and stickers. Come on. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. You can see there's no resistance. A lot of people don't like the fact that that stock doesn't lock in the closed position. I don't mind. Now, here's the TANTO. And I put the TANTO on because it's one of the older ones that is actually a proprietary 30, not a 25 cal / 30 cal. And I didn't have high expectations, but that little TANTO really reduces the report down to, it might be a little bit louder than the P-rod, but it's realistically pretty dang quiet. Now, I'm also rocking the side focus parallax adjustment UTG Bug Buster. A lot of people don't like UTG scopes. I absolutely love the little Bug Busters. This one is a 3x12 32. I've got the sunshade on it, but I might end up taking that off because I like the very short, compact size, because when it is folded up and in my backpack, there's less leverage for this scope to get knocked out of zero. Now, since I bought it used, it only came with one magazine. I went ahead and I think I ordered almost 8, 9 magazines from Ben up at the pellet shop last night. Now, with the first magazine, I did cycle. The JSBs ran flawlessly. Have not done an accuracy test. Right now, I'm just seeing what it cycles and how it likes them. Next, we're going to try the FX hybrids, and I've had really good luck with these. So that's what's loaded up there. Okay, I'm gonna get the compressor going. I'm gonna fill up a bottle, clean the house some. Once the bottle's filled, Laura's gonna brave the weather and go out onto the back porch with me, and we're gonna see how it cycles those FX hybrid slugs. Okay, we've got the bottle filled. I've got the table sort of clean enough to start my other project. And we're gonna go ahead and give this a fill and let Laura cycle those FX slugs. Okay, I gave it about 3,400 PSI. Laura must be good luck because the sun just peeked out a little bit. Okay, Laura is gonna go ahead and cycle this. It's not sighted in. We are just testing the FX hybrid slugs. Wow, you're hitting them. We might not have to sight that in too much at all. Yeah, I'm digging that. Hits hard. You could hear it too.
Yeah.
We were standing under a closed-in covered porch, so it might have sounded a little louder than it is, but trust me, I still can't get over how quiet it is with that little TANTO. Okay, it cycles the FX hybrids flawlessly. It cycles the JSBs flawlessly. So as soon as it warms up a little bit, which isn't going to happen today, we're going to see which one of these perform better as far as accuracy when we start sighting in this scope. And I have decided I am 100% going to take off the sunshade just to limit leverage on the front end of the scope. I want to make sure it stays in zero, especially getting jostled around in a backpack. Y'all can see why I'm falling in love with that 30 cal AEA. Now, if I were to end up only bringing one gun on this next hunting trip, it would be the AEA 30 caliber. Simply because, in my opinion, it's the most applicable for all applications that I'm gonna be using it for. Iguanas, it's got a fairly flat trajectory, and it's definitely got the knockdown power to humanely dispatch Egyptian geese. And some people don't like geese, they think it's greasy, same with duck. I love goose. I even am a fan of goose jerky. And if y'all ever haven't tried it, give it a shot. It weirded me out at first, but it's actually really, really tasty. So I'm gonna jump back to some housework. I'm gonna finish this video up. Y'all enjoy your Saturday, and Laura and I are gonna put out another video today, maybe even a couple more. So we're stuck in the frigid South. We're gonna have some time on our hands. We'll definitely try to get some videos out. Y'all enjoy the weekend. Hope you're having better weather than us.